What's going on, guys? I want to talk to you today about success. You know, that sounds so positive, but before we or any one of us, we become successful in our life, successful in relationship, in marriage, in business, whatever, we also understand that we're going to come across plenty of roadblocks. We're going to come across plenty of trials. We're going to come across plenty of opposition. We're going to come across, a lot of problems, pits, rejection, financial loss, so on and so forth. So success is an awesome thing. Success is important for the things that we do in our personal life, whatever it may be. But today I wanted to outline to you a handful of individuals that you will practically know all of their names. But before they became successful, let me give you a quick background of each of these individuals. So this will be actually more of like a motivation to you, to encourage you, that you might be thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'll ever be successful. I don't know if my business or company will ever grow. I don't know if my marriage or my relationships will be successful, so on and so forth. And here it is, here I'm talking about success. You got a fire truck over there. But anyway, it's a good background music. So here we go. One of these individuals is Abraham Lincoln. He failed as a businessman. He was defeated in the first legislature, and again he was defeated and manipulated. I'm going to raise up my voice because right in front of me there's a fire truck over there. So he faced, Abraham Lincoln, so much defeat in this whole political sphere, failed businesses and etc. But eventually he became president in his personal life, and we understand that he became actually one of the greatest presidents. Another individual is Thomas Edison, very familiar. Made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts as he was inventing the light bulb. 1,000 attempts. Thank God that Thomas Edison did not quit at 999, because right now we probably still be living in the dark ages. Another individual, Henry Ford. He failed and went broke 5 times before he succeeded. Interesting. Ford cars, Ford motor vehicles, 5 times he went broke before he became successful, and thank God he didn't give up. Another individual is Babe Ruth. Hit 714 home runs and struck out 1,330 times. Can you imagine that? He struck out more than he hit home runs. But again, one of the greatest legends in baseball history, Hall of Fame, is obviously Babe Ruth. Another individual, Walt Disney. He went broke several times before he built Disneyland. And obviously, we have Disney right now is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Can you imagine him not giving up because of just of having those failures? I went bankrupt and etc. Another individual, Soichiro Honda, Japanese name. He was turned down by Toyota Motors Corporation for a job after interviewing for a job as an engineer. That sucks to be Toyota, because why? Because now we know it's Honda Motors or Honda Vehicles. He eventually said, fine, Toyota, you don't want to hire me? He became their competitor, and it's a very great product out there. Another individual that you might be very familiar with, Colonel Sanders. His famous secret chicken recipe was rejected 1,009 times before a restaurant accepted it. Imagine that. He brought his famous recipe chicken to more than 1,000 different restaurants. The recipe was actually rejected more than 1,000 times. But thank God he didn't give up, because, Kentucky Fried Chicken is good chicken. I don't eat it all the time, but it's still great chicken. Orville and Wilbur Wright, the Wright brothers. Their first flight attempts were this. Watch. This were their first flight attempts. Very interesting. The first flight was 112 feet, then 120 feet, 175 feet, 200 feet, and then 852 feet. Thank God those brothers did not stop there, because now we have airplanes covering thousands and thousands of miles. 2 longest trips I ever did was internationally to Europe. One was about 10 hours long, the other one was about 12 hours long, and that's some major distance. Thank God that those individuals didn't give up. So hopefully, so far I have a few more that I'm going to share with you, that this will encourage you, my friend, not to give up and to continue to pursue, because in order for you to become successful, just as these individuals overstepped the roadblocks, so can you. Winston Churchill, also a political figure, rejected many times, but also became one of the greatest prime ministers in Great Britain. Michael Jordan missed more than 9,000 shots. Can you imagine that? But he's still considered one of the greatest individuals, one of the greatest basketball players. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a television reporter. Can you imagine that? Obviously she had to start off somewhere, but now she's a very household brand name. Then the Beatles, when they first started, they were dropped by their record label. Can you imagine that? The Beatles were dropped by the record label. And then the last person, but not the least, Albert Einstein, did not speak until age 4 or read until age 7, and was also expelled from school. Albert Einstein, the genius. So it doesn't matter, my friend, as I conclude this, you know, where you start off in your life at whatever age, when you do have a great desire to achieve greatness and to do grateful things, you will come across roadblocks. You will come across fire trials, opposition, critics, criticism, bankruptcy, failure, loss of money, you know, sometimes, you know, friendships and relationships will fall apart, whatever it may be. But if you truly, sincerely desire to fulfill that dream, that goal in your life, continue to pursue, and you will become successful. Just like these individuals who we know them by name. Some are alive, some are not alive. Some already went into the history books, and who knows, maybe one day people will be talking about you, people talk about me, and maybe one day you'll make it into the history books. Okay, until next time, my friend.